Mm. Hello, 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 everybody. How's everybody doing? It's fantastic Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? Hello, 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 everyone. Can you hear me, Miss Together? Miss Goldie? Oh, shoot. Oh, wow. You know what? Can you hear me? Let me get on my tablet. Hold on. Everybody, hold on, hold on. We're having some technical difficulties. So, what I'm going to do is see, because it might be my phone. Hey, all heart, grit, and grind. Hey, can you hear me, Brother Tim? Can y'all hear me? Hey, Liz. Liz, can you hear me? Oh, okay, you hear me. Okay. So that's Miss Together. Okay. Well, actually, what this show was going to be about today is Miss Together is interviewing people, fun facts about you. And we just wanted to get people lined up so she can interview people and we can learn something about people in these YouTube streets. Again, I have met some great people in these YouTube streets. I'm not going to talk about the bad. Um, you know, I don't waste my time on negativity. Um, so we're just gonna wait on her to come in. So if we can, we want to help people. Um, we want to help them get. Okay, hold on. Let me try to add her now. Hello.
Hey,
Oh God, we hear you now, loud and clear.
yeah, for some reason my phone would not work.
It wouldn't.
No, it kept
Oh
saying that
wow.
my sound was cut off and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Okay. So
Okay.
I was just telling people the purpose of this show. And hey Joshua, brother Tim, Alter Magnet Patriot for life, all heart, grit and grind. Liz B. Journey.
Hello,
Yeah,
beautiful people.
yes. Um, they have a hyperthon coming up. I think this weekend on the 10th. And
Really?
so, yeah, everybody, please support those people. The hyperthon really helped me. And it lets people get to know you. And so, hey, James Wilson. So, like I said, together we break chains. And we have a series called Fun Facts About You, where we go around and she interviews people and we just learn about people. So, and tonight we just want to give everybody a chance to see how it goes. Um, and I know school is out now. And so I do understand people that have children that they can they're busy.
Right.
I tell everybody, higher power, your spouse, your kids, then comes you too. But please make those people a priority. And so we're just gonna give you a little thing of what's going on. Uh, Ultra Magnet Tim. Um, boy, it looks like they trying to do your boy in. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I done really got so sick of politics.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that's from both sides. They
Right.
all they all sell dreams, no matter whether you're a Democrat or Republican.
Right.
I don't know if anybody is really sincere out here anymore and really care about the American people.
Right.
At this point, as of today, F. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And this is how I am feeling today because we've got people coming over here living better than I've ever lived.
Right.
They haven't given me anything.
Right.
Everything that I've gotten, I've worked for. And
Right.
some of the decisions might have not have been some good decisions because I do have a past, but it is what it is.
Sure. We all got to pass.
But uh, they haven't done anything. Ever since we had that other guy who I do not like to really talk about, they use our faces for their agenda. Um, but that's just my opinion. And I really don't even too much like to talk about politics that much. But when I'm sitting here looking at the news and I see these immigrants have taken over and You got people that are just trying to make it, and they can't get any help. It both, man, I get upset.
Right.
I am human and I have feelings. Yeah, I'm still here. Hey, Tony, how you doing? Tony, my condolences to you. Tony has lost several friends,
My God.
several friends that he knows. My condolences. I'm here for you, Tony. If you need me for anything, just call me if you want to talk. You want to catch the train, come down here, we go out to lunch or something, and then you can catch the train and go back. But death takes a toll on everyone.
Right.
It takes a toll. And I, for one, know firsthand how death takes a toll on you. Death has taken a toll on me with losing all of my loved ones that I know loved me. So the invitation is here. Tony, you just want to catch the train? Uh, I want to go to the Chosen Few. The Chosen Few picnic. Hey, Patty Southern and Kitchen is a house music festival that they have in Jackson Park, and I love house music. I actually saw Tony at the last Chosen Few I was at. We were walking and it's like, hey, and I had my canopy chair and I stayed at Jackson Park probably from about 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock that night, and I housed it up, and I was still wishing I could do the percolator and jack your body. In the beginning, there was Jack. So you would have to be a house head to know what I'm talking about. But it's July 8th. But I'm going to keep it 100, y'all. It's an outdoor festival. Um, I'm a little nervous about being in such large crowds. When I was in Denver week before last for my nephew graduation, they did not allow anybody to bring in purses, bags, or anything. Only thing you could bring in was like a small wallet or a coin purse, and I felt safer. So I hope a lot of other places, take heed to this. Um, so I can feel safe that I don't have to be on alert when I'm somewhere with my switchblade and my mace. So I'm going to give the floor to Together We Break Chains right now.
Okay.
Okay.
My condolences. I'm sorry about the noise. I can't do anything about the background noise. I apologize ahead of
Oh,
time.
let me turn down my TV.
Tony, my condolences go to you. I pray that all is well with you. But right now, I'm about to mess with Miss April Showers. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, my first question to you is, have you ever pretended to like someone's cooking? And if so, what was it?
Girl, now here she go with this cooking. See, I come from a mama from Mississippi that could throw down.
I ain't asked you all that. I asked you one question. See how she's trying to get around it, y'all?
And see, she already trying to start this show off just in case somebody listening, and you know I can't say their names, girl, they wouldn't want me back at their house again. But I have been to some people's events, and the food was edible, but it wasn't nothing I'm getting ready to rave about.
But she still ain't answering the question, y'all. Come on. You can say Mickey,
Now,
Donald Duck, whatever. I don't care.
now, I have told some people some food was good, and I had my fingers crossed, and I was hungry.
Okay.
Hey, Marlene.
Yeah, she dodging. Yeah, exactly. She dodging.
But
Exactly.
check this out. But check this out now, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of people that are actually cooking now are not using a lot of seasoning and stuff.
Wow. Talking about dodging. I mean, this is the best
So,
dodging I've ever seen.
so you know, if they don't have that salt, pepper, and that seasoned salt, and
Mm-hmm.
you know they ain't let that cabbage cook good, you know,
Wow. Miss April.
not so great, and then them turkey necks, and then that dressing.
Don't be helping her, Marlene. She not trying to answer the daggone question. Don't help her. Don't feed into this. I asked her, have you ever pretended to like someone's cooking and what was it that they cooked? She won't say.
Okay. Hush, Tony.
Right. Nobody said nothing about no seasoning. Come on now.
Okay.
You
So
ain't got to
yes.
name the person.
So yes,
Food.
I have said the food was tasty.
Wow. We
It's hard to tell people they can't cook.
No, it ain't either.
It's hard to tell people they can't cook.
No, it ain't either.
I just want I just won't eat now. I'ma tell you, the way you will know that your food wasn't good for me is I'll get a small I'll get a small plate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if I say I'm gonna take the food to go, and then that's it, or let me wrap it up. So I try to do that graciously. Next thing, James, Latanya, how y'all doing?
She's still avoiding the question. The question is, have you ever pretended to like someone's cooking and what did they cook? I didn't say who cooked it.
Oh,
Answer my question.
okay. Oh,
Right now, tell the truth.
now check this out.
Here she go again, deflecting.
Y'all know I have told somebody that their cooking was good, and they had cooked greens and dressing, actually a whole Thanksgiving Day dinner. I
Okay.
have.
Okay,
I
that's
have.
that's the answer. Okay, now we're gonna go. See how it took her daggone
I
20 minutes to answer.
dropped the link if anybody else want to come up here and get picked with too.
And don't save her either. Okay, so tell us about the worst meal you have ever made yourself.
The worst meal I ever made myself was some lasagna.
What happened?
It was like it didn't it didn't stand firm. It was runny and everything.
Too much juice?
Yeah, too much juice.
I had the same problem, so that's why I
Oh, okay.
knew. That's why I knew.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with the next question. Are you a dip your fries, which is nasty, in your shake kind of person, or do you like to keep your salt and sweets separate?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, my whole body chemistry has changed. So I put ranch dressing on microwave popcorn. Um, but would I put fries in shake? No. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
No.
that's kind of gross.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so let me ask you,
Hey,
do you,
Nana Poodles, bits and pieces.
hello everyone. The next question is, do you take a picture of your food at restaurants to post on social media?
I sure do.
I think all of us have at one point.
I sure do. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which fruit or vegetable best describes you as a person, and why would you say that fruit or vegetable describes you?
All right, hold up. We got Tony joining us. What's up, Tony?
You got to uncover his face.
Yeah, my face
Oh,
all covered up.
I
That's
gotta
okay,
take
though.
it.
That's okay.
Hold
That's
on.
all right. Let me put my
I gotta take this thing down. Hold on, y'all.
let me put it on my headphones just in case.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta take that sign, the little banner I got down.
Okay.
Hold on, y'all.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Hey,
Uh,
oh man, there I is.
Hey,
What's
Greetings.
going on? What's going on? How y'all doing?
Good.
we doing great.
All right, let me cut this other show down. I'm over here on Spreaker listening to my
Okay. We
listening to my
glad to have you join us.
yeah, I'm listening to my New Jersey boys over there, you know. So what's happening? I see you tried to avoid that question. You know what I'm saying? And I say I hope she posts the link so I can come in here and tell April. Come on now, come on now. I've been knowing you too long now. Come on, tell the truth, shame the devil. Tell the truth.
Hmm.
It don't hurt to tell the truth about people cooking. I do it all the time.
Okay, so now it's your turn.
What's up?
Have you ever pretended to like someone's cooking, and what was it that they cooked?
Nope. Cause like I said in the chat room, my grandmama told me early to tell the truth. When people ask you a question, tell them the truth. I ain't finna sugarcoat nothing. If your shit nasty, I'm telling you right there in your face. Hey, I wouldn't feed this here to nobody. Did you cook this? You didn't cook this, did you? Oh Lord, help me
That's
Jesus.
cool.
You know
That's
you got some pretty nice shoes on.
that's a whole piece of work.
Hey, that's just being honest, man. You know, cause look. If you don't want to know the truth, don't ask a real friend. See, a real friend gonna tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's just being real. Cause like if you my friend and I see you got on something that I know you ain't got no business having on, and you talking about going out the door with me, No. We finna address that issue right now. You know, hey, look,
Okay.
you my girl, but that right there, and us going out together, nah, you
Okay.
did. You know,
Okay.
so
Tell us about the worst meal you've ever made yourself.
oh, the worst meal I ever made myself. Mm. Teenage years, being a bachelor, tried to do some damn hamburger helper, and I messed that up bad, Jack. I think I got a phobia to hamburger helper right now because I I destroyed it. You know what I'm saying? I just destroyed it. You know, for real, not knowing. You know, I put the 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 canned stuff in another pot by itself. I frying, not knowing it all for just ignorant, just being ignorant. You know. But yeah, that's what I messed up myself personally. But now I'm Chef Boyardee, baby. I bake you a cake and everything.
Okay. So I asked Miss April, are you a dip your fries in your shake kind of person, or do you like to keep your salts and sweets separated?
Come on, man. I'm from the South Side. We don't dip nothing in no shakes.
Hey,
Mm-mm,
his wife.
mm-mm,
Well, wait a minute. That's just like
mm-mm.
people putting sugar on rice.
And grits.
Who puts sugar on rice and grits?
I don't
People who
know.
people who want a little flavor to they, that's all. Let's just make it interesting. But no, that ain't even in our culture to dip stuff in no shake and eat. Come on, man. How many black people that actually do that?
I would
Oh,
never.
they doing everything now.
No,
Hey,
no, no,
his
no.
wifey.
Nope, that ain't what I said. See, there you
Uh-oh.
go, evading again, April. I said, how many black people you know that do that?
Somebody just said they do.
Oh well, God bless. You got some nice shoes.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, they even put sugar in their grits now.
Nah,
That's
I know.
nasty.
I know people that do that. I know people that do. But like I say, whatever gives you some tingle in your flavor, do what you like. But as far as me, no, man, no, I can't see me dipping no
Uh-oh.
fries in no steak.
Uh-oh. Look like you gonna have to interview Latanya. Latanya say I eat
Oh
plain
yeah,
Lay's
next.
with
Okay.
chocolate ice cream.
Okay, get her next. Yeah, we're gonna have to discuss this because this is a problem. She's been insubordinate.
Yeah. We got to check her black card. Lays and chocolate ice cream.
We
Do
gotta
you
see if
put the chocolate ice cream on top of the Lays and then eat it, or are you just
I don't ask her yet. Don't ask her
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Don't ask her
Cause,
yet. We gotta see if
cause,
she carrying a child or something.
right. Inquiring
Latanya,
minds want to know.
let
Okay,
me
Miss
put my
April,
email. Okay.
do you
'Cause
which fruit or vegetable describes you guys best and why? Fruit or vegetable, which one?
Mm,
I'm gonna say banana. Cause I'm just a fool. I'm just a banana. I'm a banana. Plus, bananas is good for you, potassium. You know what I'm saying? So, a banana.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Miss April.
mm,
We ain't talking brown liquor now. Come on now. Come on.
let me see. What fruit would describe me? Um, or vegetable. Okay, for a vegetable, for greens, I'll say greens.
Why greens?
Greens because you can add everything to greens. You can
Yeah, pretty much.
put turkey, smoked meat. Some people put the pork in them, and you add all of these different things to give them greens some flavor.
Okay.
Which is I add everybody in my life to add flavor to my life.
Okay. Okay, I'll accept that. But I thought you was gonna say a chili pepper.
Uh-oh. A chili pepper?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Cause you know, you mess with her, you about to get burnt.
Hot tamale, boy.
You
Enchilada.
know, you know, uh, speaking of that, you know, I don't, please don't get this twisted, y'all. I don't like the fact that when I have to snap, but I had to do what I had to do at that time by any means necessary.
Right.
Yeah.
To make sure they don't cross them boundaries.
Hmm.
Okay, my next question is what's the last thing you ordered on a food delivery app if you did?
Pizza.
Pizza?
Yep.
Me, I ordered some barbecue
Ooh.
Ooh.
from J and D's Barbecue from Uber Eats, and it was actually great. And the sauce was great. Now I'm gonna tell you something I would tell somebody if they can't barbecue.
Okay.
Okay, we waiting.
If they can't barbecue and that sauce ain't good, and uh, them ribs not tender enough, cause you know that gristle, that be the great part.
Right.
You know, hey, uh, no. Now a barbecue, a person that claims like they can barbecue, now that would rattle my cage.
Right. 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 Okay. So my next question is this. Listen carefully. What is your ultimate fast food combination pairing any and all places? For example, a Crunch Wrap Supreme from Taco Bell and a side of curly fries from Arby's. What is your ultimate fast food combination for you? Whoever want to answer.
Shit, 6 wings, mild sauce, Harold's chicken. That's it. That's all.
Hey DJ Chuck,
It
hey
has to be
Cream
a
King Boy.
combination. It has to be a combination.
Oh, and okay, well, I got the 6 wings, and then also they can give me the 2-piece special that they have with the thighs. You
Same
dig what I'm saying?
restaurant?
Yeah, Harold's, man. Harold's is the bomb. Harold's chicken.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, you Miss April?
okay. I want a fish fillet combo
Uh-oh.
Mm,
from McDonald's with the caramel sundae. And then I want some Arby curly fries.
ooh.
And then I want a frosty from Wendy's.
Wendy's. Which one? Chocolate or strawberry?
I'd like the chocolate.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I want me some onion rings
Uh-oh.
from Burger King
Mm.
and White Castle.
And White Castles.
Ooh, that's
Now
the
I take
ultimate.
the White Castle chicken, them chicken rings. Yeah,
That's
them
the
chicken.
ultimate right there. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You know, I thought about how long I've been eating White Castle, and that's probably been all of about probably all of my life.
Right. And since they closed Riverview and Funtown.
Right.
Yeah. Hell
Okay.
yeah.
So the next question is name the best food to eat on a first date.
Mm. Well, for me, that's gonna be easy because I'm allergic to seafood, so no seafood. Period. Give me a nice steak and potato and a salad.
Okay. Miss April?
Okay. I love seafood. So if you want to get me on that first date, take me somewhere where they got some shrimp, crabs, and lobster.
Oh Lord. You gonna break the nigga on the first date.
You the one asked, not her.
Oh man, looking at his pocket like, damn, I can't
But
afford
wait a
all
minute,
three of them.
I like the crab broth.
Okay, you gotta take you to all you can eat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next question, listen, it's midnight. What are you gonna grab for a snack?
For me, it's midnight. Well, I keep chocolate chip Baskin Robbins ice cream in my freezer, so it's gonna be some Baskin Robbins chocolate chip ice cream for me.
Okay. Miss April?
Girl, you know I be putting microwave popcorn in the microwave. I was in Nate's show the other night heating up stuff. Microwaves going and trying to talk microwave popcorn, but I'm gonna tell y'all something else
Uh-oh.
I like to do too.
What that is?
But I can't do it anymore because I set up and let the last batch burn. Hey, them cookies,
Yeah, I
the
knew it.
chocolate chip cookies,
I knew it. I was
the
like, I bet
chocolate
you know
chip
that some cookies
cookies that you know they already. You just slice them
and
and
put
you
it in
put them in the oven. Man, them things be fired. But I was in somebody's. Was I talking to you together? I said, girl, I done burnt my cookies.
Let it burn. Just let it burn.
Miss April, DJ Chuck got a comment in there for you.
What he say?
He said, Miss April, tell them about that Chinese food we had on Michigan Avenue.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Man, it was a place. I can't even think of the name of the place. But when I tell you, man, this Chinese food was hitting. I've been eating Chinese food all my life, too. Don't we all eat Chinese food?
Not all the time. Can you drop the link for Marlene? Because she
Okay.
just made an interesting comment about the first
Okay.
date. Marlene, we need you up here.
Okay.
Oh,
And
that
don't say
ain't
I
good.
can't, because you shouldn't have made that comment.
James, that ain't good for late night, midnight snack, man. Spicy fried
Spicy.
wings. Spicy
Ooh.
fried wings at midnight?
From Dodgers.
Come on now. You must keep your Pepto-Bismol by the nightstand. You must keep them Tums right there.
Okay, the link is dropped.
Okay, Marlene, since you want to talk about some drinks and appetizers, if you don't like them, I can leave early.
Uh-oh.
Come on up here, Marlene.
All right,
Uh-oh.
Marlene. See, she say, first of all, nigga, let me tell you.
Oh, wait a minute.
You gotta add everybody to the screen.
Okay.
Woo.
Marlene?
Yes.
Yeah, she's there. I don't know why only Tony is showing. Everybody is there. I'm scared to mess with anything because I'm on the phone.
I
So
followed the instructions when I came in.
let me get to Marlene. Why this comment?
Oh.
Here we go.
Come on, bring it to me.
Oh Lord. Okay. So
Yeah.
what had happened was
Okay.
I went on a date, and I didn't order the whole meal, salad, bread, this, that, the other. By the time I finished the bread, I was ready to go. This joker was, he didn't even, girl, he showed up, crushy clothes, looked like he hadn't bathed for 2 weeks. Just,
Ooh. Ooh.
it was not good.
Girl, I would have left him a note.
No, girl, but listen, I was hungry. I was like,
Let's see, I understand her plight.
I was
when
hungry.
you hungry.
I was like,
Right.
oh, I said I need
take one for the
from
team.
him, but
But let me ask you a question, Marlene. Had he ever seen you prior to the first date?
No, this was what do you call it? A friend of a friend.
Oh,
Girl,
okay. It was
no.
one of them
But
hookups.
listen to what I'm saying though. If he never seen you prior and he would have walked it to me, I'd have been like, who? I'd been like, no, she left an hour ago, honey. I'd have sat there and watched that country bumpkin.
I should have done that, but I needed him to pay. It was not payday for me.
Right.
Okay.
That's right. She had a method to
So
her
I
madness.
just had to hold my nose and get through it the best I
No,
could.
not stinking.
Take one for the team, baby.
Hey, Brunsburg. Wait a minute. Everybody, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Check this out.
Bronsburg
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did y'all hear what she said?
That he was thinking.
But she still sat there so he can pay for it.
Yes, he took one for the team. Look, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all something about them missing meal cramps. See, them missing meal cramps, when your stomach touching your back, you'll sit through it. You'll sit through that.
Girl. That's bad.
It was real. Y'all know it before it's payday.
I know the struggle.
She didn't care if he looked like a country bumpkin was stinking. She took one for the team to get that meal.
She took one for the team. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you got to sacrifice.
Look, let me say this. I'm asthmatic. If he stink, I would have took some of that food and rubbed it right up under my nose so I would not have to smell that funk. Girl, I would have rubbed the food or the drink under my nose. You know, alcohol pretty strong. I'd have been sniffing that alcohol. Woo, child.
Well,
but what happened after it though? What was the ending? Did you talk to your friend about it?
Listen, he had the nerve. Listen, y'all.
Okay.
He had the nerve to want to say, I can't wait for the next time.
Well, see, he had a ball. he had a magnificent time. See, he used to the aroma that he bring with him. See, it follow him wherever he goes. So quite naturally, he gonna say that.
How do you tell somebody they stink or they funky?
And I wanted to.
Like this. Man, did that come with you? Y'all need to go back outside. Try that shit again.
I told my girlfriend, I said, what is your problem? Why are you setting me up with him? You should know me better than that. I said, you already know I'm a little OCD. Like, what's come on now?
Okay, now, shit. Yeah. I like that though. You my kind of friend. See, I hang out with you. See, there you go. Cause me, I did the same thing. Shit, especially man when I know I ain't got no money in my pocket and I'm hungry.
And we went to a nice place too. It's a place
that's what I'm talking about. See,
it was one of those steakhouses that they bring you a 7-course meal.
See, then salad, I just said nice steak and a salad. I just said that.
Yes, I'm gonna push through. Yes,
I would have sat through the funk too, baby. Bang.
No, I would have been like, it's too funky in here. Oh, hell no. I would have had some James Brown on it. Or the Brother Johnson. Get the
funk out of my face. Get the funk out of my face. April, you girl.
I was hungry, so I was like, I'll just keep holding my nose in between. But
yeah, you chew a little bit.
And that's the reason why now first dates is always appetizers and drinks.
Yeah. Look, put Bronsburg. He is on one.
Yes, he is.
He is on one. Man, no, down one more.
Words. So you mean to tell me y'all went to the steakhouse? It smells like the cattle pre-slaughtered.
Getting
He
your
smells
shit
just like a
fresh.
steak.
He is
Fresh.
on one.
He
Getting
smells
fresh
just
meat.
like a steak too. Mhm.
Getting your shit cut off the right there.
Oh my God, Bronsberg is really defending you tonight. He like the hell with taking it for the team. Dude smell like the pre-slaughter.
Straight manure. He say straight manure.
He going off.
Boy, like that dude said, boy, you smell like you want to be by yourself.
Oh my God.
Ooh, Lord. Come on, boy. This is beautiful.
Yeah, I had to get up and go in the bathroom and call my girlfriend, like, girl, what was you doing? What was you thinking? And she was like, what? He showed up like that?
What she thought?
Did you ever
But
get a
you know-
conversation where he worked at?
Oh man.
I don't know because obviously, according to her, he came straight from work.
That's why.
Yeah, he say,
See,
man.
Marlene, that guy might have needed a great woman like you.
Right. Her friend did prank her, Bronze.
Yeah.
She
Prank
couldn't
the
tell
shit out
past. Look, the best thing he could have did was go to the car wash, sit on
Yeah.
top of it while it was washing the car, and it could have washed his ass too. 2 for 1.
What?
Oh my God, Marlene, I'm so sorry you had. Man, I see why she said drinks and appetizers.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm about to get all of y'all now. So let's go with the next question. What's an uncommon combination of food you enjoy? For instance, pickles on a peanut butter sandwich. What's a weird combination you would eat?
Oh shit, I still eat this to this day. A
I
dill
got
pickle
one.
with a peppermint in the middle of it.
Mhm.
Ew.
I still do that to this day.
What?
Yeah.
Ew. That's gross.
Yeah, that's what we did up here. Put a peppermint in the dill pickle.
Yeah.
I like my salt and sour potato chips.
Oh yeah, now that's a good one too.
Bronsberg is on one. What he like really offended for her.
So she was probably smacking her food, trying to forget how painful the smell was.
I was.
Had her eyes burning and shit. Eyes just burning. She trying
He
to
is
chew.
really defending her so much.
But wait a minute. Y'all talking about y'all took one for the team. So she kept on eating and just smiling, just as happy.
I
Like,
couldn't have done it.
That's a free steak. That's a free steak. Didn't you hear what she said? That's a free fucking steak.
Yeah, and I got the biggest one on the menu. I
That's
said,
what.
I have
Hey,
to torture myself.
Oh, for your pain and suffering.
right.
Yeah.
For my inconvenience, I want the big steak, that big one. You know, that big one back there.
did you ever go out with him again?
No.
Well, why not? He wasn't cheap.
He was too
No.
funky.
His
Funky in
personal hygiene was
him.
too funky.
He was cutting it up. He was fucking up the air.
You stupid.
Hey,
Mental
nephew,
illness is real.
TV.
Mental illness is real. And this fool here.
I'm just saying, you know, man, we gonna keep it 100. That's why. She you know.
So y'all mean to tell me taking one for the team
No.
is meeting a guy at a restaurant and the funk is so funky, but and did he look like? You said he didn't look all that presentable.
Like Mr. Brown?
But you kept on
No, not Mr.
eating
Brown.
your food.
He wasn't
You
dressed
kept
like
on eating your food. Girl, I would have been shamed. I would have been shamed.
No.
Wait.
I told the waitress, I said, can you put this in as a rush order? As fast as possible.
I would have been shamed. I said,
Bronze
"We're
going
going
in, boy.
This
Bronze
boy
is
stupid.
going in.
I would've- yeah, he needed that June shower, so that would have been like, baby boy. No. Mm-mm.
Brothers are stupid.
Ain't no way I'm getting ready to sit up and eat a meal and I could smell a funky son of a gun. I mean, I wonder, did he work? Did he work? Was he a garbage man or something? If
Sanitation.
he could-
I don't know, but all I know is he was too funky for me.
He bought that funk with him. That
Yep.
was his personal funk.
Mm-mm.
You have to acquire a taste for that.
No. I can't take
Nah.
funky. I can't take a funky smell. It'll be over. Everything. I'd be like, you know what? I'd have been like, I don't know. Did you just come from work? And he'd be like, yeah. Be like, you know what? Wherever you work, it smells like your work. Can I take our food to go? I would have been like, we can meet at the park where hopefully there's a breeze blowing the opposite way of your funky butt. But I couldn't have sat in no restaurant with no stanky person. She took one for everybody's team.
I took one for the team.
Marlene was buttering her rolls and
I
just
sure was.
Hey, Marlene,
like,
what I want to know is this. How crowded was that restaurant? And was there some people around y'all that
Oh
was
no,
like,
it was like later in the evening, so it was maybe 2 other people in the restaurant.
okay, they were sitting quite a ways away, huh?
Yep.
They
so
probably-
they didn't know.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
they probably smelled it, but didn't want to say
But
that.
didn't want to say nothing.
There's no way Funk do
Yeah,
not sit in one damn location. Funk
Right.
travel.
It lingers when he came in the door, they smelled that one. We're like, "Ooh, Lord,
Mhm.
what
I
changed
don't
in
know.
here?"
You know, they walking around here. They not bathing and stuff no more.
I can't do it.
Well, they ain't got nowhere to go, April. They didn't close all the spots up, man. Where they used to could get help from. They ain't got nowhere to go.
Honey, I'll go jump in the lake with a bar of soap and wash my ass.
Then they going to jail for killing the fishes.
Oh, well, and guess what? The fish will be dead and I'll be fresh. Guess what? We're going to take an even trade. Somebody want this fish? It got soap in it. Clean it. I halfway got you there. So, Marlene,
Marlene, did he tip the waitress? Marlene, did he tip her pretty good?
Oh, he was very generous. He was very generous.
Well, you know, when you got that smell, you got to pay to play.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, dude, you're gonna have to. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that takes a.
So, what was country about his clothes?
They was Mr. Brown.
I don't know.
He was. Was he multicolored?
You know how like they wear those uniforms that look like not prison uniforms, but you know those like it's like a onesie. That they
the ones when you out there picking up the traffic on the highway.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Overall type?
Yeah. Okay, I got you now.
Wait a minute, he came in that?
Yeah, that's what to a 4-star restaurant. I was like,
no,
my God.
Oh my!
But they let him in though, so they must have knew he had the loot. Cause they let him in. They hey man, get that money.
What did they used to call them dickies back in the day? Them one, the one,
look like a little turtleneck, the little dickie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it was. One of them little dicky things that button up all the way down.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I say
we gotta leave Marlene alone. Let's get to these questions because we could be on her all night and she still say he's.
We ain't got nothing but time.
Okay, let's. What is your weird uncommon combination of food you enjoy, Marlene?
Y'all gonna be like, oh, you nasty. That's what my family always say, but whatever. I love tuna fish with potato chips on it.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, tuna fish with potato chips. That's cool.
My family thinks it's disgusting.
Oh, that's good.
No,
that's
they ain't
good.
had the right tuna fish. That's what's wrong with them.
That's good.
They missing out. That's a delicacy.
Oh Lord, listen to Tony Buck.
I'm telling you, shit. I didn't have many nights where I had some tuna fish or some Jay's potato chip, the real original Jay's, the one that was out here in Chicago before they closed it up, where they made the real. You could smell it fresh potato chips.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I miss that place.
Nothing tastes the way it used to taste.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, ain't nothing
Okay.
fresh no more. Shit, everything is hybrid.
Yeah. You trying to connect again, Miss April?
Well, I was coming in on the tablet. I was trying to
Oh,
see if I could change the font, uh, the layout, so we can see everybody. But that's okay.
okay.
Mhm.
Go ahead and change it if you want to.
You on your
Yeah.
phone, April? Is you doing all
I'm
this
on
on?
the phone. What I'm
Okay.
doing is I'm trying to so I could change the layout. But I'll worry about that another time.
Okay. So my next
Uh,
question is, what is one cuisine from around the world that you have always wanted to try?
Hmm. That's a good question, especially for me, cause like I say, I can't do seafood, and just looking at it, it looks like it's delicious, but uh, mm, I would have to say any original cuisine from the motherland, like Guyana or something like that, Kenya, something like that, just to check it out to see what it's like. Some like uh roasted caribou. You know what I'm talking about? Some shit
Roasted
from the
who?
caribou. You know what I'm saying?
What the hell is a caribou?
It's almost like a deer.
Oh, venison?
Yeah, however you want to call it.
oh, the deer. I had some deer sausage before.
Yeah,
Ew.
I had some deer meat before. It tastes just like
Hmm.
beef. It tastes
Like
like beef
what?
stew, like beef stew
No.
meat. It tastes
Mm,
like that.
mm-mm. I'm not eating Bambi.
Oh, girl, come on, man. Take one for the
What
team.
about rabbits and squirrels? You
No,
don't eat
No,
possum neither?
no,
no,
I ain't
no.
eating no tree rat.
I ain't never done that. I ain't never done that. I know people that do it. Them possum, squirrels. No, no.
Mm-mm. I ain't that hungry.
No, no. I'd rather get me a mayonnaise sandwich,
Look, a sugar sandwich.
a sugar sandwich, a syrup sandwich,
That would
anything other.
do. That
Man,
would
please.
do. Oh, what
Yeah.
about you, Marlene? What food would you want to what cuisine from around the world that would you want to try that you've always wanted to try?
Well, I really like Japanese culture, so I would like to try a Kobe steak. You know, they say that
Ooh.
their steaks are like $200-300 a
Yeah.
pound. So
Yeah.
I would like to try a Kobe steak just to see what it tastes like.
Okay, okay. She said she's
Uh-oh. Nexie says she's vegetarian.
okay.
Nexie, where you been? I've missed you. You were supposed to have been our co-host.
I want to
Y'all
know
just
if she just started being a vegetarian or was she a vegetarian growing up? Because that's a vague question right there. Because at one point in time, you didn't ate some kind of meat.
did you hear the question, Nexie?
Next, oops, poor Bambi. I meant to say. See,
Nexie,
see. Now
how long you been a vegetarian?
see in them bushes. Come on out the bushes. You can type
Ugh.
better.
James said fried rabbit and fried potatoes and gravy
They
and
don't know
biscuits.
what they missing, do
Ugh.
they, James?
I see.
Some fried rabbit smothered in gravy. They
Mm-mm,
don't know
Oh,
what they missing.
mm-mm. I'm not
oh
Now
eating
no, no,
thumper.
no.
I'm
I
not eating
heard.
thumper either.
I heard fried rice tastes like rabbit tastes like chicken. I
I'm
heard it
not
tastes
eating
like.
They
thumper and I'm
do.
not eating Bambi.
Boy, y'all just don't. Y'all ain't eating Bambi. You ain't messing with Thumper. What's wrong? All that's good meat. That's good eating.
No, not for me.
Uh,
Okay, you started in your teens. Okay, because I was finna say it, but at one point in time, you look like in your household, y'all ate a whole lot of pork chops and all that good stuff coming up.
Who you talking
Hot
about? Me?
roast. No, I'm talking about
Heard the
Nexie.
word.
I'm
Yep,
talking about,
James Wilson.
I'm
Mm-mm.
talking about Nexie because she said she started being a vegetarian in her teens.
Oh, okay.
You want
Yeah.
to come up next year and explain
Oh,
what made you change since we on this food? Do you feel better? Do you have less doctor visits? Cause some people swear by this stuff now.
I don't know.
Some
If I wanted to be a vegetarian, I would have ate my vegetables growing up. Cause that's all
now,
they used to tell me. I
No,
eat them damn vegetables. I ain't eating that shit.
okay,
no.
there go Nexus. She's on the panel now.
Hello, Miss April. Hi, chat.
Hey,
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 next.
Hey.
No, it's not that I mind meats or chickens or anything like that. I just prefer vegetables. I think it's the
Okay.
texture of the meat that I'm not really fond of. So, but I have eaten meat when I was little. I had to have chickens, and I still have eggs and cheese and all of that thing, milk, because I love it. I cannot be vegan.
Right,
I, I
right.
I tried that like for 5 years, and
Yeah, yeah.
I missed, the
Food.
eggs. I
That's
missed.
what you miss food. That's what you miss. That vegan ain't real, man. And whoever came
No,
up with it need their jaw broke. That's wrong.
that is very. I think it's, if you don't know what you're doing, or if you're not taking the
Don't
right
do it.
supplements, it's very
Don't,
dangerous
yeah, don't do it.
because you starve your body from a lot of protein. So I think it's very dangerous. But I wanted to say something about the dates, going out with someone. I went out, and I'm in like my 60s now, so our era
Yeah,
is different than the young kids nowadays. But I
for
went out
real.
with this guy, and first of all, my cousin set me up. This is before I got married to my husband. And so he picked me up, and my cousin's like, oh, he's a friend from work, and he's really nice, and this and that. So I said, okay, fine, I'll go out with him. So he came to pick me up, and I'm all dressed up, really nice. I have this nice Sunday dress. It was right after church. And so we went out, and he came to the door. He picked me up. I told my dad, I'm going out, and my dad kind of like checked them out and said, you better bring her back by 9 o'clock. And he said, yeah, no problem. We'll be back by 9. So I'm out, and he's like, okay, we're gonna get going, and I hope you don't mind, that I came all the way to your house to pick you up. And I said, no, that's fine. And I said, so where's your car? And he's like, oh, I don't have a car. We're gonna go on the bus.
What?
So, but that's not, forget, that's nothing. It's okay. I've been on the bus. I have no problem going on the bus. We were, 18, 19, we were teens. So I don't know. For some reason, it didn't surprise me. So, we go, and I'm like, okay, so where are we going? And at this point, I'm thinking, okay, maybe, we're just going to eat somewhere near my house since we have to travel by bus. And he's like, oh, no, I know the routes and whatever. I said, okay, let's go. So he takes me to this restaurant, and it's Sizzlers, I think it was, or something like that. It's a Sizzlers. I'm not sure if it was a Sizzlers or a Burger King. I cannot really remember because it was so traumatic. So we get there, and then I'm like, oh, thank you, this is a really nice place. So we got in, and then he's like, table for two. So we got a table. And then when the guy comes over, he goes, hey, I got a coupon, 2 for 1.
Oh my. Wow.
My man had all his bases covered.
So he says, I got a coupon in the mail, and it's 2 for the price of 1. And I'm looking at him like, are you freaking kidding? And then I said, oh, okay, that's fine. And then he turns around, giving the coupon to this guy. He turns around, and he tells him, yeah, so how much will it be? And the guy's like, oh, I think it's about $20. And then he tells me, oh, so you're gonna have to give me about 10 so I can cover your portion of the plate.
What?
Yes,
Wow.
he asked me to pay half of the dinner. And I was looking at him in disbelief, because at this point, I had not been on a lot of dates, but I had never, ever, ever had an experience like that before. So I said, oh, yeah, I said, it's okay. He goes, well, this is our first date. I didn't know who you were, and I really don't know you, so I figure, we each pay our share so that if we get to like each other, at that point, then if we start dating, then I'm gonna start paying for your dinners.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No
So I
wonder
was
you
like,
went
if we start
Hey,
dating,
vegetarian.
Mrs. T. Huh?
No wonder you went
yeah.
vegetarian.
No, so I said, if we start dating, I said, are you? And I'm holding everything in. But when he said that, if we start dating, I can start paying for your meals. It's because we're already dating. I looked at him. I said, are you kidding? And then I said, are you effing kidding me? I said, dating? No way. I said, you're crazy. So I gave him the amount of the $10, and I left like $2 for tips, and I gave him the money, and I said, okay, thank you very much. I said, I'll take the bus home. I go, you know what? As a matter of fact, no, let me go call my dad. So I called my dad, and my dad came and picked me up. But yeah, he took me on the bus, and he charged me half of our meal from the coupon.
From the coupon. That's what got me. I was, oh man. That's scandalous as hell.
Man, if a date pulls out a coupon on me, it's a wrap.
Well, it would have been done from he said the bus. It would have been over. I would have went back home from then.
No, I wouldn't have went back home.
No, you know what?
I'd have went on the bus.
I was giving him a chance because he was my cousin's friend, And when I told my cousin, he's like, he did what? And I said, yeah, he took me here. He bought me the food. He asked me for half of the bill. And then I said, we went on the bus. He's like, on the bus?
The bus. Yeah.
That's
I said,
crazy.
But living in some of the bigger cities, a lot of people, until Uber and Lyft came out, people, they caught buses and stuff to places.
yeah, I get that, but not on a date. You at least borrow
No,
somebody's
not on a
car,
date.
right? You're like, hey, can I borrow your car, dude? Or something. I'm not sure, but I think that, when he said the bus, I was like, since I was a teenager, I was like, okay, it's not a big deal. I'm always on the bus anyway. I'm a teen. So it's okay. It didn't register, but when we went into the restaurant, then he pulled out the coupon, and then you give me half of what we're spending out of a coupon. I'm like, oh my God. So that was the first and last time I went out with him. He kept on asking my cousin, and my cousin went off on him and said, are you kidding me, dude? I let you take my cousin out, and that's what you pulled out? He married somebody else, I think. He married some other lady. I don't know why. I don't know how that happened.
Did he make you pay half on the wedding?
Wow.
Did he pull out a coupon?
He was a half off type of girl.
They got married at a park.
I don't think so. They probably went to the courthouse.
The only
That's
thing
too much money. That's too much money.
The only thing I told him is, now I'm not surprised why you're not dating anyone or you're not married. It's like, dude, what the heck? How do you don't, to this day, I'm thinking like, you don't do that. I don't even do that to my friends. And these are my friends that I can actually say, hey, you know what? I have 2 for 1 or whatever. If I'm going to invite him for the first time somewhere, I don't do that. Like, so weird. It was so weird.
I will say that on a date, I never let anybody pick me up because I don't know who they are.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know them. I'm not letting nobody pick me up because I don't want you to know where I live.
Right.
Yeah. But this is, I'm talking about almost 30 years ago, and this is my cousin's friend. So at that point, we didn't see as much as we see now, on TV. They didn't show that many, crime shows or whatever. So we weren't really aware of what was really going on out there. And my cousin trusted him. And so, that's why he said, I told him, just pick me up from my house. I also wanted my dad to see him and make sure, who he was or whatever. And I don't know why I wanted him to meet him, just in case, But my dad, when I told my dad, he was like, ooh, I'm going to go to your cousin's place. I'm going to give that young man a couple of my wise words. And I said, Dad, don't worry about it. Just let it go. Let it go. And he kept on asking my cousin, hey, ask your cousin. She wants to go out again. And my cousin would be like, are you crazy? Are you kidding me, dude?
Dude, don't even go there with that one.
No, He's like, stay away from my cousin, dude. Don't. Don't make
Now
me slap you.
I couldn't have worked with your date next week, but Marlene's date I could have worked with because at least he not cheap. He might be funky, but he wasn't cheap.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. At least
Yeah,
yours
he was
wasn't
funky,
cheap.
but he wasn't cheap.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, a coupon. Like, how can you do that in front of a girl? Like, a twofer.
Like this. Hey, I got this coupon. Yeah, but I'm gonna need $10 from you.
No, and that I was, when he said the coop, I was so like embarrassed, and the guy from the restaurant looked at him like, "Are you kidding?" But he just took the coupon, and then he said, "Oh yeah, just so how much is it going? Like approximately how much is it?" And he's like, "Oh, it's gonna come up to about 20 something with the drinks and whatever." He's like, "Oh, okay, then just give me your $10 and I'll pay. I'll put my half and you put your half." And the guy was looking at him like, "Are you kidding me?" And he looked at me, and I just put my head down. I didn't say anything at that point until after the guy left, and then he said, that way, because I'm not dating you or anything. This is the first time we meet. So when we start dating, then I'm gonna start paying for your meals.
Yeah,
I go, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "F you, man. I gotta go. I got to go."
My man Smooth made you pay for all that.
Yeah, he ate my food. I should have waited for the food. I couldn't though. I couldn't. I was just like in such disbelief. I said, "No, I have to go. I have to leave before it gets any more weird. Because if we go to the movies, he's probably gonna ask me to pay for the ticket as well." So it wasn't good company anyway. He was a total idiot. So I was like, "No, that's it."
Well, that's good for you. And long live vegetables.
But it's not like that because I eat eggs. I have eggs. I have cheese. I love all kinds of. It's just the meat, the texture of the meat. I think is what gets me.
So that means you don't eat fish neither?
Sometimes I do if my sister is making some fish or even if she makes a little bit of chicken, I can get a little piece, but it's not like what I eat regularly. Like I will do it if my sister makes it because oh my God, her cooking is so amazing.
Yeah.
But
okay, Miss April, I'm about to drop down.
Oh, okay, Marlene. Thanks for coming out.
Yes, thank you.
Bye, Marlene.
Bye.
No more bad dates, sweetie.
Yeah.
Y'all leave Marlene
no
alone.
more stinky dates.
She took that for the
Yeah, no more funky date.
Y'all
No
ain't
more
never.
funky
I
date.
gotta interview Marlene next. I gotta get her. I love her energy.
See, y'all gotta understand, boy. You ain't never been hungry. I'm talking about that hunger to where you just sit there and you know that smell burning your eyelids, but that hunger pain say, get the steak, please get the steak. You can handle it. You can handle it. You can handle it.
Yeah, I can relate to that. The stomach said, feed me.
Yeah, I done been there, boy. I'm
Feed
telling you. Where your
me.
stomach touching your back and you just looking for any kind of substance. Like, man, please, I don't care.
But you know what? I was the kid that they used to get spanked because she didn't want to eat her meats, not her vegetables. Although they never spanked me, but my dad would get on my case because I was raised by my dad alone, and he would get on my case. You're supposed, you gotta eat your meats, blah blah blah. So I'll be the last one on the table, crying my heart out because I didn't want to eat. Yeah, eventually, I will soften him up, and he'll let me go. I just have to put a good show. But
that's how I was with them vegetables. I would not eat nobody's vegetables.
And my sons are like me. They actually, my eldest prefer vegetables to meats. So I could cook him a huge pot of broccoli and cauliflowers and anything, any vegetable, he will eat it with rice and soy sauce. He loved that. And he grew up like that for the first 10 years of his life. Like he loved that. And when he was meat, he'll be like, I don't know. So it's weird. And together we have to set up the interview.
Okay.
Okay. What day are you available?
The best days right now, only because I'm working extra hard right now. We're super super busy. Let me get my schedule 1 second. Any time in particular together or
What day? What do you work during the day or the evenings?
well, see, my schedule is kind of weird. I work 24-hour shifts. That's what I do.
Also,
But
you're doing the nursing thing, so you have to choose the days.
well,
Okay, why
I
don't you
work in a
give?
hospital. I work in a hospital. I'm not a nurse,
Yeah.
but I work in a hospital. So my shifts are 24 hours. Now, the only thing is
A
it can
24-hour shift?
yeah, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, they do that. They do that. Yeah, yeah, they do that in the hospital, and some
Not the
of the
nurses.
RNs too.
How how can you work 24 hours, no sleep or nothing?
Yeah, I'm used to it. We work I work 24 hours and I'm off 48. So it's a rule that they have. You work 24, you're off 48 so that you can rest and then you go back to work. But sometimes, let's say I go in at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it doesn't mean I'm gonna get off at 8 a.m. the next day. Sometimes it's at midday because it's a good case, or there's a last minute surgery that somebody else is gonna perform and you want to go watch, or there's always something, or there's too many patients and somebody has to see them. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we have to stay behind. So
Right.
I'm not always like on time.
I
So I will
don't
say,
want nobody on me that's working on me that's gonna work the 24-hour shift. Now you shouldn't have never told me that. You shouldn't have never told me that. No, I'm serious. So
why?
I got somebody that's been up all day and night, no rest.
Yeah,
Oh no,
Dipping
hell
they
to the
French
no.
fries and shakes and stuff.
oh, you should have seen when the pandemic was full blown. We were up for 72 hours straight,
Woo.
sleeping 30 minutes, 15 minutes, wherever we could, 2 hours if we could. We were so, so busy, so swamped that we had no time to sleep. And we get used to it as you go through school. You get used to the because you have to do your social years or
I
your
ain't talking about you. I'm talking
I love
about
you.
me as a patient.
I
I
love
don't
you,
want
baby.
nobody on me, working on me that ain't had no sleep.
No, actually, surgeries. That's why they're scheduled in the morning because you get them done by a fresh person, fresh physician. So then unless it's an
But
emergency,
but
then
but how you know if you under that anesthetic? How you know that person fresh? I'm with
oh,
April now. Wait a minute now. Hold them up.
well,
Right.
Wait a minute. Hold them up.
well,
Yeah,
first,
hold on one doggone minute. That
Right.
wasn't good to tell me that.
Right. Come on now. Let's
no, it
elaborate a
depends on
little bit.
no, it depends on what kind of surgery you're getting. Like if you go to the ER,
Mm-hmm.
most doctors, because that's what I do. I work in the ER.
Yeah.
Normally we work 24-hour shifts. That doesn't mean I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm used to it. So for me, a 24-hour shift, a 48-hour shift doesn't make any difference. My body's used to that. I'm not gonna be sleepy, working on you or giving you the wrong medication or whatever. It's not like that. We're used to it. By the time you hit the hospitals, you hit it running. You're not, we already know now surgeries, they're not scheduled at night. They're normally scheduled in the morning and it's always done by the physician. Your physician, if it's going to have surgery on you and it's scheduled, that person is going to go home and sleep and then come back and do your surgery or your treatment, whatever it is. So yeah, no, it's not, only in the ER is that we work on people that come in to the ER 24 hours a day.
Okay.
Mm.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. Well, I ain't buying it
I
all the
bet
way,
you
but
the next time I go under the knife, I'm gonna ask them how long they been up.
yeah.
Besides, they
Yeah.
they film most of the surgeries nowadays are filmed, so they have records of it, and the physicians have to be, on point.
Yeah.
That's a surgery. You don't go into somebody's body, neglectfully or lightly. You This is something we take an oath, to save life, preserve life. So we don't treat anybody's body with carelessness. We're always, you guys are the most precious things we have. Your
You
life
know
is the
what? I
most
want to
important
ask
thing.
you a question, Nexie.
Yes, ma'am.
I know that not everybody have heard about it, but there is a young man named DC Young Fly, and his baby's mother went to an unlicensed surgeon. What is the difference between a licensed surgeon and an unlicensed surgeon? And the tragedy is that she passed away. She was able to leave the facility with someone, and then later she succumbed to the surgery.
Okay. A licensed physician, surgeon, or a nurse, a licensed person has to go through. Let's say you're a physician, a surgeon. Let's put it this way because you're talking about a surgeon. Okay, a surgeon, before he becomes licensed with the state, he has to take a 3-day exam in front of a panel of the most prestigious doctors that they have. So it's a 3-day exam, different parts of the exam. And as soon as he passes that with flying colors, then he becomes a licensed surgeon or a licensed physician or a licensed PA.
Okay, so
But they have to. So if you're unlicensed, that means you have everything that a physician has, meaning the knowledge, but you haven't passed in front of your peers to make sure that what you're doing is correct and to the point, and that you're not going to harm anyone.
okay, because they said that this particular doctor has been reported prior for botching other surgeries,
Oh my God,
and
I'm
he's
so
supposed
sorry.
to be an influencer, and he's only had 6 years experience. So my next question is, when the doctors, or let's say the surgeons, are performing surgeries, how do they get the practice of becoming a better surgeon prior to actually doing the surgery on a person? Are there like fake people, like dummies that they do the work on, or
Okay, I get your question. No, this is
okay,
most of the time. This is how it goes. When you graduate with a medical degree, you do it on general medicine, which is some doctors have GM, or doctor of general medicine. And then if you want to become a surgeon, you take 2 or 3 more years on the specialty that you want to do, and then you practice. First of all, you watch surgeries for the first year or year and a half, and
okay,
then you practice mostly on cadavers.
okay,
You practice on that.
cadavers.
Yeah,
Oh Lord, I ain't touching no dead body.
that's what, for me. I sometimes.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. Did you hit the mute button by accident?
No, internet is acting up for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I
Can
think
you
I
hear
said
me
the
now?
wrong word.
Now,
Okay.
wait a minute. Okay,
So
so
anyway, so they practice on that, and then once they're done with their practice and their studies, they have to study the surgery. They have to know it, you know, like the back of their hand. Then they take the exam for to be a physician, and then to be a specialist
Okay.
on them. And then you start watching surgeries once you graduate and you enter the hospital that you're gonna do your residency at. And then you start watching surgeries first, then you start helping the surgeons that are doing the surgery, and then little by little they allow you to participate, but they don't give you the surgery on your first day.
Okay.
It's you can't, because since it's your first, you're gonna be like, super probably nervous or whatever, I'm thinking. So that's how they do it. They do it gradually, I don't know if you ever seen Grey's Anatomy. On those shows, you see the
yeah,
residents. It's the same thing. You go through that. You get frustrated because you're like, I know I'm ready. I know I can do this, but they don't let you because it's a liability.
Okay.
That's a
But
life that they're
also,
putting in your hands, and until they're sure.
Yeah, we have the word here, and I think that he too has some type of background in that field as well. I may be misquoting him. I hope I'm not, but to hear your perspective, the word I think I hope you heard my question to her. In your opinion, what went wrong with this surgery with this
What kind
woman?
of surgery did she have?
A
Wait a
mommy,
minute, hold on. The word is up here on the panel.
I
Hey,
know,
the word.
Hi, the word.
Hey, how y'all doing? Can you hear me?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
She did a mommy makeover. So I don't know what that
Oh,
includes. So I'm trying to figure out this unlicensed, uncertified, or whatever they call it,
that's
physician
terrible.
did a surgery on her. What would make her succumb to that and not be here? She's now deceased. What could go wrong? Licensed versus unlicensed. This is what I'm trying to comprehend. The word. Can you help me with that?
I have to understand or know a couple things first. Did they have an anesthesiologist there? Because a lot of times what happens with these surgeries, they don't have an anesthesiologist there, and a surgeon is not an anesthesiologist. Two totally different doctors. And sometimes, like in those tummy tuck places, their offices, the doctor administrate the anesthesia, and a lot of times that's why you see people, lose their life because they don't have a licensed anesthesiologist. You just got a doctor there who think that they can, put the people to sleep, and a lot of time with the surgeries, they think that because what they call twilight, which is a light sedation.
Okay.
They think they don't need an anesthesiologist because they're using what they call twilight sedation, and that's not true.
Okay. What's the difference between twilight and the full anesthesia?
Uh, well, mu- well, a lot of times with the twilight, they can put airway in, but they call is a different type of airway. So instead of putting a tube down your throat, they put something in. It's on the tip of my tongue. Forgot the name, but it's still a tube, but it's not the intubation tube. It's an airway tube. Why can't I think of the name of it right now? Um,
Do you know
but it,
Nexie?
no, I don't. No, I don't. How
No,
you
I
doing
asked
that?
Nexie, does she know the name of it?
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Nexie, are you
Uh,
there? I think her internet is acting up again.
It's my
I can't hear you, sweetie.
it's my internet. It keeps on messing up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you
Oh,
now.
okay, okay. Yeah, I'm not a I don't know why the we have a bad weather right now, so my internet is out.
Uh-oh. Okay. So I've never heard of Twilight
yeah,
either. So hopefully she can come back in. Um, yeah,
She
because
came out of the surgery, right? She went home, you said. She went home
she
after
went to
surgery.
a hotel with someone afterwards, and I guess she was unresponsive after a certain amount of time, and by the time the paramedics came, she was no longer with us.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Yeah,
it,
so I'm
it,
trying to figure out what could have gone wrong, even though this dude was unlicensed and like, and then the word you kind of answered something for me because they did mention that he had botched up some other surgeries. So I'm thinking he might have tried to be the anesthesiologist also.
yeah,
Oh.
9 times out of 10, they probably whatever sedation they gave her, they didn't reverse it. No, but yeah. Um, 9 times out of 10, that's probably what happened. They gave her sedation that they didn't fully reverse, and after she got out of surgery, she was probably because a lot of that sedation slows down your heart, slows down your breathing, and
Okay.
like propofol, Diprivan, and stuff they gave Michael Jackson. If
Okay.
you that's if they give a light amount, it'll slow stuff down, but if they give a heavy dose, it'll stop things. But the thing is, it sits in your muscle tissue. So a lot of times, like even when you're in recovery and they do use what they call twilight, they like to have you sit there for a couple hours to monitor you because they don't know it don't come out of your muscles. I forgot once you go over 20 cc, I believe is like an hour that it stays in your muscle, and then after 40 cc, it's like 2 to 3 hours. After 60 cc's, it's 24 hours.
Oh,
So it depends how much they gave her. Like you have to look at you have to see the medical chart. But if the doctor was unlicensed, they didn't have an anesthesiologist there.
oh,
So and that's the danger with a lot of these surgeons, even dentists. And when you hear people expire in a dentist office, a lot of times it's due because they gave uh, stuff like fentanyl or Versed or midazolam, and all those need reversals. And it's not nothing. Um, it'll reverse some effects, but it won't take the drug out of your system. And a lot of those drugs, they have what they call a secondary effect, meaning that it'll hit you originally, but as long as it's in your bloodstream and until it's fully metabolized, you can still have lingering effects.
oh, okay. I think Miss April's back.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out because the screen is showing black and
Yeah, it was
it's
showing
like,
your camera at first.
yeah, I turned that off.
Okay.
So this is weird.
Yeah.
But
And
so
they take this money out of my check every month too.
Right.
Okay. Sorry for the
Well,
interruption. Sorry, y'all.
That's
so
okay.
in the
Okay.
on the deep sedation, that's when they use the mechanical ventilator, right?
yeah, yeah, that's when
Right.
they
That's the most
use.
invasive one, right?
Yeah, I mean, not even once anytime they sedate you, they use the ventilator. Anytime, stop, DD, please. Anytime they sedate you, they generally use a ventilator. But like with the twilight, what they usually
Is a
do,
tracheal intubation.
a tracheal, that's when they use LMA. That's the name of it. It's
There
called
we
an
go.
LMA.
Oh yes,
Yeah, I couldn't
thank
Oh,
you.
remember the
what?
Oh my
name.
God, I was
I
thinking.
look,
I was like,
Well,
wait a
I
yeah.
don't
minute.
know what they're talking about. They
What
done
is it
got
Now,
called?
happy.
What is it
now,
called?
it's called an LMA. It's a
Oh,
different way to intubate, but like the endotracheal tube goes down your throat into your trachea and inflate. The
okay.
LMA stays right above your trachea,
Uh-huh.
and
It doesn't go all the way
it
in.
yeah, it don't go all the way in.
A lot
So
of patients
you can
complain of the pain when they take the mechanical one, the one that goes all the way to you. Whenever they're awake, they complain of the pain they feel in their throat.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Yeah, so I mean, with you saying that he was unlicensed, nine times out of ten they have an anesthesiologist, and it's like that's what I was a anesthesia assistant. I didn't know how because I thought because some doctors will push propofol or fentanyl or Versed, but they legally they're only allowed to push so much, and then they have to call an anesthesiologist because that's what they specialize in. And it's much more. It's way more than just keeping a person breathing. It's the blood pressure. You got to monitor. Please, my son is tripping. I apologize. Uh, yeah, it is. But the anesthesiologist specialize in drugs, sedation, and keeping the patient alive while they're in
Yeah.
surgery.
Although I'm thinking if she had a mommy makeover, most of those have a tummy tuck, liposuction, breast augmentation, or whatever they have. So that's
It
a
was
lot of
probably
procedures.
a tummy tuck because she recently had a baby and she was complaining about wanting to get rid of that. So I'm thinking it was possibly that.
Yeah, but normally, like I said, I've heard of those, but they have two or three because if you're gonna go under, the packages they normally give them to you with like two or three procedures to get done and over with, and that's the whole mommy makeover. They have either the breast augmentation or reduction or whatever, and then tummy tucks and a little bit of liposuction. So if she had all those three, and if the non-licensed doctor had no anesthesiologist and she was just sent home like that, that's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
too
all
sad.
the
Too bad. Poor baby.
So do
all,
you think with her dying, was that the surgeon's fault? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, he was unlicensed, and he's had complaints about botching other people's surgeries, but now this time it actually included taking a life.
It cost a life. Yeah.
Yeah.
You, if he already had a
so
history of,
how are they able to continue this if they don't have license?
They go from one place to the next. He went, I think he was in another state, and then now this surgery took place in Florida. So it's maybe he's like traveling around because he's unlicensed. It's hard to catch him. Sometimes when people are doing things under the table, it's hard to catch them until they actually cause the demise of somebody.
that is terrible. That is
Yeah, it's
so
really bad.
terrible.
And then they have these disclaimers that they want you to sign now, that if a surgeon messes you up, they want you to go into arbitration instead of going, to court because of the negligence of, the doctor, which is really stupid. Why would you allow them to even be in a position to say, oh, well, if I make a mistake, I ain't got to go to court? No, make them responsible. When you decide to do anything in customer service, such as medical, you make a decision to take care of someone. They're trusting you with their life, their health, their well-being. They're trusting you, and you might be a careless person, like the word said, and you end up causing somebody not to be here or disfigured for the rest of their life.
But shouldn't that be void and all now that because he's unlicensed?
But when you have, okay, let's say this. What about like Cardi B, for instance? She went to somebody that was not licensed to have butt implants and stuff like that. And Michelle, whatever her name is, K. Michelle, all these things are foreign objects in our bodies, and we're doing things to our bodies, and we're going to people that are unlicensed and things like that because they're cheaper. But with her lifestyle, she can afford to go to an original doctor. Why go to somebody that's trying to get you to have a surgery done and use their name as promotion? No, I'm going to go to somebody that's credible.
Yeah, licensed.
Right.
I'm gonna say this too, and this might be unpopular, but I put some of the blame on the young lady too.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, honestly, just understanding, and not only from working in the field for 15 years, but anybody who getting surgery understand it's really 50-50 if you come out. And that's from medical professionals that's licensed. I mean, and when I say 50-50, I mean at any point in time anything can go wrong.
Yeah, that's a given. Anything can go wrong. But I don't know if the lady knew he was unlicensed.
I mean, if you're going to get cosmetic
because you have to
surgery,
research.
you
You have to research.
that's what I'm saying. If you're going to get cosmetic surgery, that's one of the main things you need to know if this is licensed. Do you are you licensed? Do you have the right staff here? You have to be responsible. Your life is on the line. We've
It's on your
seen too
hands as
many.
well.
I mean, you want this cosmetic surgery that bad that you're willing to risk your life, then that's the gamble you take.
Right.
That's just what it is. I mean, like when I had to get my shunt put in, I fought for 2 months not to do it. Not because I didn't trust the doctors. I knew every doctor, I knew the staff, I knew the nurses, I knew everybody who was in my room and who was going to be around me. I worked with these people for 15 years. I had some of the best people. I got to pick my own staff. But I also knew that anything can happen. I have seen where surgeries were going right, and at the moment they closed, something crazy happened,
Yeah.
and the person expired. So I didn't want the surgery, at all. Not because the staff wasn't good, because I knew it was a chance that I wouldn't wake up once I got put to sleep.
That
Right.
was my biggest fear when I had my appendix removed. I had
Well,
just had
hell,
my son. I
my
was so
biggest
scared.
my biggest fear now was having somebody tending to me that ain't had no sleep.
Miss April.
You know, you should have never told me that. I'm serious as a heart attack.
I am so sorry, but
Oh,
I'm just
I'm
gonna
24
serious
hour
tell
as a
you
shift.
heart attack right now.
the truth. It's because I told her I work 24 hours and I'm off 48 hours. That's how I work. That's my shift. So now she says you should have not told me you guys work 24 hours.
What if you don't mind me asking, what do you do?
I'm a PA.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they 24 hours. The
Yeah,
most
well,
I can
normally,
do
yeah, because I had already had my children. I didn't want to go through the whole, med school. I wanted to be
Real
a
quick, I'm
doctor.
sorry, you guys. I gotta go. It was fun. I have some things I gotta do. Thank you so very much. Miss April's gonna be setting up the interviews for me, but I gotta go and take care of family. Love you
Yeah,
guys.
Okay,
yeah,
bye. Bye
Latanya, let
together.
me
Take
know
care.
when you available, and